And we're back, guys. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. Jasmine Paolini from Italy by way of Africa, taking on Erika Andreeva from the Federation. Now, listen, guys, the experts completely disrespected Jasmine in this spot. Now, Erika Andreeva, I say it all the time, she's got a bright future. She's a good baseline, but she does not have the power to keep Jasmine Paolini off of her. This line was a joke. Jasmine Paolini, a easy lock of the day. She's just too fast, too strong, short center of gravity, front, back, side to side. It's like a new dance move or something. She is just working Erika Andreeva all over the court, winning 80+% of her first serves, complete domination. Erika barely winning 50% of hers. Now, I say it all the time. I think Erika's future is bright, but this is a bad matchup. Jasmine is too explosive. She's not letting Erika camp out on that baseline. She's just moving her all around. And I think in terms of transitions, I think Jasmine transitions from the one-handed backhand to her forehand very quick, and Erika can't keep up with that transition. She's a much slower player in this matchup. Now, and some other great wins today in France. How about Caroline Garcia getting it done? Comeback victory there down the first set over Allison. And we saw the defending champion eliminated. Zanevska took out Shui Zhong. That was a good match there. And how about in Thailand? The number one seed, Bianca Andreescu. She gets the win. How about Marta Kasiuk sees through? Tatiana Maria takes out Diana Yastremka from the hard-hitting Ukraine. And we also saw the good win there from Heather Watson, Mama Watson in the building. But speaking of the Ukraine guys, Elena Svetlana, she is making headlines. She is on one lately. She, for the most part, said that all Russian and Belarus players should be banned from the Olympics. I mean, I think they probably will be unless a resolution can be made there. But look, that's a tough situation, and this is not a political channel, but look, you have players like Kasatkina that has come out and said she doesn't agree with any of that stuff. And she's going to be penalized for that. That's very tough. Look, as Azarenka was removed from a fundraiser to help raise money by the WTA. Well, look, she's trying to help the cause. And look, Sabalenka said what she said. So, look, it's a tough situation because a lot of players that are from Russia, they don't agree with what's going on. You know, it's like just because you're from a particular place doesn't mean you have to agree with the politics that go on in the country. You know, it's just like African Americans in the United States. I mean, there's been so many laws and policies and systems in place that have just put them at a disadvantage in terms of being discriminated against. That doesn't mean that African Americans agree with every law and everything that goes on in the United States, you know. So I think it's a tough situation. I do see, look, as you get older and mature in life, you can see, you start to look at things from both sides of the fence. You know, you would be a fool to make a decision or, you know, to state something as fact by only looking at one side of the equation. You have to look at both sides and say, okay, how did we get here, right? And there's a lot of layers to unpack to realize how we got to this point. Nonetheless, it's wrong. It needs to end. And I say it all the time, only love can end war. So someone's going to have to be the bigger country, person, or something to find a resolution to this. And look, the Russian players will probably be banned from the Olympics, right? Probably. But then again, the only thing the tour is doing is just removing their flag from events. They're still able to compete. So there's a lot going on here. And look, pray for the Ukrainians. Pray for all parties involved that are victims. And if you are big into philanthropy, donate, find a cause that will help support the people that need help the most. But listen, guys, this match here, Erika Andreeva, she's way overvalued. Jasmine Paolini, easy lock of the day. She is dominating. This is Good Energy, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Now, this is not the only... And Erika, look, she's got to stop being so hard on herself. She's young. I think she's got a bright future coming up. So, look, just take it as training on the job. It's a learning experience. You're playing a stronger player, and she gets so stressed out. She's emotional. She does cry a lot. Look, it's okay. Look, athletes compete, and they cry in the heat of the moment. And did you hear Sakari talking about how she was going to retire after losing match point to Barbora Krejcikova. She said she retired for 4 days and then came back, so that's funny. And look, it happens. Me personally, I could, I compete. I have competed for a long time. I've never thought about retiring or quitting, but losses can be tough. I've missed game-winning shots at the buzzer. We've lost championships being up 4 or 5 points within the last minute. Those are heartbreaking. Can you imagine 1 minute away from winning a championship? You're up 5 points with a minute left and you lose the game. Like that is just heartbreaking. That's very tough. But Jasmine Paolini in control here. We're in the second set. We also have tennis in the United States. We have tennis in Georgia. That's right. Anderson and Peyton Stearns. Now, Stearns did a good job of coming back here. She was down a set, and she was actually facing break point where she would have been down 4-1 in the second set, and she came back.